Argentina has never shown any remorse for invading the Falkland Islands in 1982, and has created a phony mythology in a bid to bolster its sovereignty claim. Mark Pollard, chairman of the remote archipelago's Legislative Assembly, has told a United Nations committee, and Leona Roberts, Mr. Pollard's deputy, has urged the UN's Special Committee on Decolonization (C24) to recognize the British Overseas Territories' inalienable right to self-determination, while insisting residents would never allow themselves to be bullied into submission. Both Mrs. Roberts and Mark Pollard, the Assembly's chairman, are in New York for the main session of the C24's annual meeting. Their arrival comes against a backdrop of increased tensions over the island, with Argentinian President Alberto Fernández having declared sovereignty a matter of state. Felipe Sola, the country's foreign minister, met with UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres yesterday, prior to the start of the meeting, urging him to intercede to encourage the UK consent to resume discussions over the future of the islands. Earlier this month, Daniel Filmus, Secretary of Affairs pertaining to the Malvinas, accused the UK of usurping the remote archipelago and plundering its wealth. Mark Pollard said, "I'm here because our expansionist, aggressive neighbor wants to take my home, my people's home, my children's home, and I simply cannot accept that. When my daughters look me in the eyes in the future and ask Daddy, why did you let these people take our home? I have to be able to look them back in the eyes and promise them that I did all I could to provide them with the most basic of things. A safe home, to live and raise their own children. A future of their choosing. Our neighbors aim not to empower our territory to reach a post-colonial status that is acceptable to us. It is instead to seek to deny us our basic human right of self-determination. Falklanders were perfectly happy with the current political status, as evidenced by a 2013 in which 92% of them turned out to vote 99.8% in favor of retaining the current political status as an overseas territory of the United Kingdom, Mr. Pollard stressed. He added, "I have two daughters. One is 6 months old and the other 3 years old. I want them to grow up confident and safe in our own home. I will have to teach them never to trust our closest neighbors though. I also know that the innocence taken from our community, staring down the barrel of a gun, will not return anytime soon. An innocence my children and possibly their children may never know. I will ensure they know determination, resolve and to never kowtow to bullies."